So when they try to punch, they cock back, I shoot my knee up, and I shoot in for the triangle choke right here, and it works every time. When I do that and I cup his arms, I can open my guard up, bring my legs around, and then go for a tight arm bar, double arm bar, taking us both arms. If it doesn't work, I can twist aside and go for more of a omoplata. So you see that if he goes for something like that, it doesn't really work because he doesn't have the right positioning. From this rubber guard, I can quickly subdue him, control him, and get him in a spot where he can't touch me. He can't touch my face. He can't bite me if he wanted to. Then from there I can hit, I can attack at will, or I can go for an arm bar, omoplata, triangle, whatever. Or continue with the arm bars, continue with the hits, and just take him out that way. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the video. Thank you guys for watching. As you see, I'm at work today, but you saw the intro. Today, I'm gonna be going over the rubber guard, made popular and made by Eddie Bravo. I'm gonna go over that specific guard and why it is so incredibly important for self-defense. How to use the rubber guard to actually protect yourself in real life fighting, self-defense, how to use this guard because it is imperative to know on the ground. I see so many guys say, oh, you don't need grappling, you don't need jiu-jitsu, you don't need any of that stuff. You know, you never wanna go to the ground and fight. And while, yes, that is true, you do not want to go on the ground for the most part. You don't want to go on the ground. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if someone can come up behind you. Weapons, you don't know what's going to happen. That's why you want to stay standing. Standing gives you the best opportunity to run, to run, to get out the way, or to hit and then run. It gives you the ability to get away. Worst comes to worst. When you're on the ground, you're stuck. There could be multiple people. There could be weapons involved. This is not a good place. But if you're fighting someone that does grapple, or somebody that goes in for the classic run and tackle, and you end up on the ground, you better not fight off the ground. That's a fact. I mean, you saw UFC 1, that a grappler was able to beat all these other martial artists. Unanimous, undefeated, beat all of them in one night. So grappling is a very important thing. Yet again, I'm a striker, but I also like grappling as well. I have a striking base, but grappling is very important because when you're on the ground, it's different. You need to understand how to grapple. You need jiu-jitsu, wrestling, sambo, all those great arts. They're really good on teaching you what's on the ground because the ground's a totally different animal. Things like eye gouging, biting, and groin doesn't work on the ground unless you know how to do it properly. Because let's say so many guys, they tried to poke out his eyes and gouge out his eyes and bite in UFC 1 and 2. They tried it. Yet every time, Hiron Gracie got him out anyway. Tapped them out, passed them out, got them out anyway, with them using dirty tactics, because that doesn't work. The dirty tactics don't work on the ground unless something, I'm not gonna tell you what, but they don't work unless you really know what you're doing. And when you fight a grappler, and you're on the ground, if you do not know how to grapple, you will lose. And a lot of guys say, oh, well, I don't take down defense. If you fight or you spar a good wrestler, and he really tries to take you down, you're going on the ground. The chance is now is, well, what do you do now? How do you get up? How do you fight from that? That's what this video is going to be going over. It's going to be a full in-depth view and really course on the groundwork specifically for rubber guard, made famous and made by Eddie Bravo. So without further ado, if you like this stuff, hit subscribe and we're going to get right into the video. So you got the demo today. Therefore, I can do all the good stuff on here and no one gets hurt or injured. I do suggest if you want to start grappling by yourself, you can build a dummy on Amazon online. Just know that cheap ones around $30 or $40, they're normally going to have to include stuffing on the side. So you have to buy stuffing and stuff it. Or you can buy the super expensive ones that are already stuffed. But just make sure if you buy a grappling dummy that it has stuffing in it or that you get stuffing. Not the way we're going to get right in. I will make this more of a full in-depth course video for beginners on grappling as well. So if you're new to grappling, this is going to be the video for you. But we're going to go over the rubber guard. We're first got to talk about guard, breaking posture, all that stuff first. So this right here on my back and my legs around his waist. This is what we call the guard. This looks like a very bad position for me, right? The guy's on top of me, bigger, let's say bigger, stronger guy, right? He's on top of me. From here, he's trying to punch me in the face. All crazy like. This is actually good for me because my legs are around his waist. So this is a good position. This is called full guard. You can look it up. If he was on top of me, but my legs were on the floor and he was over my hips, this is the mount. This is the mount. This is very dangerous. Now when he's punching me, I can't use my legs to do anything, and I'm stuck. And now I can punch. This is a terrible position. From this position though, you see like as they cover, they try to hit back. From this, I want to get him off me as fast as possible because since his legs are over my legs, on my waist, I'm stuck. I can't move, I can't do anything. So a few ways. One, I want to start shrimping, aka I want to take my body, turn on my side, and shoot my hips out and scoot to try to get him off, to try to off balance him. Or I can go for any types of sweeps. You can look up Jiu-Jitsu sweeps, they're really good, but essentially all sweep is in certain ways to leverage his body to fall to where I can get off the bottom. So obviously this isn't a person, so it's gonna be easy, but basic sweeps, I'm getting grips, and then I'm turning my body one way to make him come another way. Yet again, it's obviously gonna be easy to do sweeps on dummy, so that's why I say for sweeps you can look those up. But that's the mount. That's very dangerous. That's good for him. But what we're gonna be going over is the guard. So why are we doing this, right? Well, fighter, wrestler, grappler, a lot of the times, if they do takedowns, they're good, they will get you on the ground, even if you practice takedown defense. I mean, I practice takedown defense more than you probably, I'm pretty sure. And good wrestlers still take me down. But the fight's not over when you get on the ground. The thing with good wrestlers, their goal is to get you on the ground and to stay on top. So when they do take, let's say I sprawl and it's not good enough, more than likely though, the wrestler's trained to go in for the kill, go in for the double single leg. But even if it's not all the way, he's still gonna fully commit to get you on the ground. So even when I do successfully defend it, we still end up on the ground because he's so committed in taking me on the ground, even if he doesn't have a good position. That's why grappling is important. A good wrestler, good judo guy, you gotta get on the ground with him. I really want to stress that because they practice takedowns against other grapplers that know how to do takedown defense. Chances are, if the guy's a good wrestler, you might be on the ground. Or you're in a fight, whatever, and the guy just tackles you and he catches you off surprise. That happens too. We're gonna be going over what to happen. Bam, you get on the ground. Now what? That's what this video's for. Yet again, like I said, I'm a striker. I train takedown defense, and 9 times out of 10, really, the guys that don't grapple, they can't take me down. They can't tackle me. It wouldn't work. But yet again, if I'm a good wrestler, chances are you're gonna get on the ground some kind of way. They are good at taking. That's what they do. So it's what to do, because when this video, let's say it's a wrestler or just a big truck guy, a lot of times what happens, we get on the ground, they take you down, bam, bam. My first goal is to get my legs around his waist and hook here. This is known as full guard or close guard. See, my legs up here are crossed at the back. This locks him in. But from my experience, every time I listen to anyone ever, I've done this, they still think they have a good position, so they're going to try to hit me in the face. They're trying to hit me in the face. What happens is that I have my legs up and I'm in full guard, I actually have a position to start going for the kill. When they do, they're here, and they do swing, I got my knee up, and I go for that triangle choke, and I get it right here, and knock a knee, and knock an elbow, and I can go for the choke, and I can go for the arm bar. So they think they're okay, but they're not. That's so many times. I mean, the close guard, I've gotten so many arm bars and triangles from fighters, whatever fights, guys try to do stuff. And again, we get on the ground some kind of way. Maybe I give them full guard, and to get up, they get here, they think they're on top, but my legs are on its waist. Really, I have the positioning. So when they try to punch, they cock back, I shoot my knee up, and I shoot in for the triangle choke right here, and it works every time. So that was to show you that when you're on your back, you can go for the kill. That's the big thing. People think, oh, if I'm on my back, he's hitting me, he's winning. Well, yeah, if I don't know what I'm doing, he can win. But a good grappler, I'm going for the kill. And so the rubber guard is specifically designed to be able to combat a wrestler, a big guy, a sambo, whatever, on your back and be able to control him, subdue him, and take him out. It's very, very effective. Even if he tries to go for your eyes and whatnot, you take him out and it works really, really well. Use it. It's really good. So we'll talk about the open guard a little bit. Open guard, all open guard is my legs are not hooked behind the person. I mean, they're not hooked, right? If they're closed, now it's closed guard. The open guard is important because to throw a triangle, I need to open my guard, right? And so this is like one of the go-tos that I do all the time. Yet again, done it so many times. The guy tries to take me down, whatever, and I let him, I'm being nice, I let him take me down so I can do a triangle. So I let him go, bam, but I soon get my hips on, I get my hips around him. Before he can mount me, I get my hips around him. So now if he tries to go for a wide punch in the face, when I see this opening, my knee shoots up. Now it creates a barrier. Now I can grab and control his arm. So this is a very easy step. The swing, I shoot my knee up like this. And now I have my hand on the wrist. I push his wrist back, creating this opening. And now I get my leg through here, up, around, bam. From here, he'll still try to hit me, but he's not gonna land. From here, I'm gonna maneuver his arm around this way to get it tight, to start squeezing. From here, this is a good spot to throw elbows. I can gouge if I wanted to. I could bite if I wanted to. And now I go for the choke here, applying pressure, bring down the head, squeezing the feet. The good way to sync it up, I want to twist my body to get it tight. I don't be facing the whole time. I want to twist my body to get disclose that circle. And then lastly, if it's not working, you've done it so many times, I'll bring this leg over, keep control of this arm, and go for the tight arm bar. Bam, works every time. So that's my go-to for a lot of guys because they don't know how to grapple. They don't know how to ground fight. The rubber guard is this, but a lot more. But even if they do know how to ground fight some, or they try to go for your eyes, whatever, it works really well. To show you something else, let's say some guys say, oh, some JKD guys will be like, oh, well, I don't need to do that. I can bite, I can gouge, whatever. It doesn't work if you're fighting a real grappler. If you're fighting some idiot, yeah, you can get away with that and it can work. But if I'm in the close guard, my legs are up, yet I have my legs, and I'm sorry, this is open guard because my feet are not crossed. I cross my feet in the back so he can't get up. But to attack, I need to open my guard to then maneuver my feet and do something. There's a problem with this, and we're gonna get into it in a second. But let's say I have closed guard, and he tries to go for eye gouge. Bam. Obviously my reaction is gonna put my face away because it hurts, obviously. But when I do that and I cup his arms, I can open my guard up, bring my legs around, and then go for a tight arm bar, double arm bar, taking us both arms. If it doesn't work, I can twist this side and go for more of an omoplata. So you see that if he goes for something like that, it doesn't really work because he doesn't have the right positioning. Because the tip for the ground fighting is that when you talk about ground fighting, you know, in self-defense, real fights, for MMA, the most important thing on the ground is positioning. Because on the ground, our distance is tight, and with the floor, I can't run. Therefore, it cuts my leverage in half on punching because we're not standing. So now I need positioning. That's the biggest thing. That let's say, and again, if he does a wide punch, I can do my knee up, grab here, come over, and here. Once I bring this arm over, now I can gouge because I have correct positioning to have a leverage. So now when I gouge, he can't stop it, and it's be very brutal, and I can win the fight. Or I can throw elbows from this positioning. That's the most important thing, is getting position to then set up stuff. That's the most important thing. If he had mount, if he mounted me, then he could eye gouge or bite, and he'd have a better chance. Because if I try to just pull off, ow, well, he's still sitting on top of my chest. I've not done anything. He can still just punch me in the face. I need to get him off of mount to do something. For this, I'm gonna go in the rubber guard, But that's the first thing I kind of want to show. That's simple. They swing to bring the knee up, to bring your knee up, grab the arm, and then push the arm back, and then shoot it over for the triangle. If you want to know more triangles, look up triangle choke on YouTube, but I want to briefly show that. The biggest thing for on the ground fighting, especially rubber guard, is breaking the guy's posture, right? Because, like I mentioned, in this position, if we're here, now he can't really do anything except bite. But if he bites, and again, that position, right? Positioning. If he bites, I can shove his face off and just start hammering him and start hitting him too. So biting, if the gouging is not going to work because of that positioning. If he tries to gouge my eye, I can just wipe his hand off and keep hitting him, keep doing it to him. Positioning is very important on the ground. That's what I really want to try to show. So posture is if he's sitting up completely like this. Now, I can't really do anything with his hands. And so this is where he's gonna wanna punch at. So I wanna break his posture. That's the first thing you really learn. And when you're on your back, you gotta break his posture. Either A, I gotta attack with something, or B, I'm going to bring him in close, I'm breaking his posture, AKA I'll make him bend over to the floor. So now he cannot really see, he can't really have a leverage to hit me. This is breaking his posture. It's very important because if I leave him up like this, he can just rain punches or he can get up. He can get up, he might even try to get up and then go for the groin as well. So if we're here, I want to be controlling him, breaking his posture, or if he swings, then I'm going for the kill, If he swings with both arms, you see how I can do this motion here? This is something called the Gracie system. From here, I control my arms, I can still shoot him, bam, bam, and then move and do stuff. So, that was a brief thing about open guard close-up. Right now, we're gonna get into rubber guard to be really good. What is rubber guard? Rubber guard was developed by Eddie Bravo, and it was really to help jiu-jitsu guys be able to fight and go for the kill on their back. Because Eddie saw that when jiu-jitsu guys were good at MMA, and this is like, the 2000s, 210, more modern times, when good jiu-jitsu guys would go on these MMA fights, since this guy knew grappling, he knew stand-up, now the jiu-jitsu didn't work as well because back then they didn't really do any no-gi. So the thing was, if I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, I'm here, A, if the person postures up, he would just get up. He would just get up and he would just get out and leave, right? Or B, if I don't break his postures, be here raining punches, trying to elbow and trying to do other stuff, or pass my guard. That was the big thing that he would see all these jiu-jitsu guys get beat up, or, right, I would be in close guard here, and the moment I try to attack to do something here, he gets up and leaves, because to attack, I have to open my guard up. So he just back out, posture up, and leave. So Eddie Bravo saw that a lot of the jiu-jitsu was not working as well as in MMA anymore because a lot of jiu-jitsu guys were using the gi. They weren't really practicing no-gi grappling. They weren't really practicing having a good guard, because with this system that Eddie Bravo developed, you're able to be in the guard on your back. The guy trying to hit you, and you're able to go for the kill. You're able to end the fight from the back, even if they're good, even if they grapple, whatever, you're able to go for the kill, even if they're very good as well. So we're gonna right into that part. So, first, the most important thing, like I mentioned earlier, is breaking his posture. If you don't, if he stays here, he's gonna keep punching you. He's gonna keep punching you, or he can try to get up and escape, hit your groin and escape. So from this, the way to set up the rubber guard is I wanna break his posture by either pulling on his clothes, grabbing his neck, or very good one of sitting up and cupping in the neck and bringing it down. Now let's hold a clinch in jiu-jitsu. Here, I've broken his posture and I've kind of closed his eyes and blinded for a second. From this, I'm gonna quickly bring my one leg up and my adjacent arm, I'm gonna grab my shin. This is the rubber guard setup. Because from here, he can't run away. He can't run away because if he does, he's gonna put my whole body. I'm very strong here. But also, he can't sit up either. Because if he sits up, he's gonna have to lift my entire body weight, right? But again, if it's just my legs are too low, he can still do something, he can still fight. But with this leg up, this leg's riding high on his back, this arm's here, and now I can play from here. The only thing with this is that if I sit here, if it's a street fight, he can bite me, but I'll show there's a lot of ways you can get around that. In MMA, he's kind of stuck here for a second. Second step, I'm going to zombie, as Ed Brown says. I'm gonna take your one arm. So if it's this hand I'm working, you can do either left or right. So you go here or here, doesn't matter. But make sure, whenever you're starting with, you're gonna do the opposite arm now. So if my right hand's up here, my left hand's gonna come up, it's gonna do zombie. I want to get this hand out the way, right? Because, again, we're gonna say his hands are up. He's trying to hit me, he's trying to hit me in the face, eye gouge, whatever. Once I'm here, I'm gonna take this hand, I'm gonna come under in his arm, up the sky, bam, and now grab my leg, getting my elbow to my knee close. This traps his arm on this floor and it's called zombie. Now I'm in New York, this is called New York. Because from here, trap this arm already, I'm grabbing my knee and I'm grabbing my foot, my shin, so he can't get up, he can't run away, he's stuck here. That's the thing. Now he only has this one arm. But now that's where we start getting the fun stuff. From here, I'm gonna transition. I'm gonna try to double back my foot and to get into muddy waters. The reason is, if I stay here, he can chill, try to stack, so try to do stuff. But this is a good spot because his arm's on the floor, his posture's broken. But this isn't the finishing part. Now I'm gonna take my back foot, I'm gonna sit on his back, lift up, and grab my left hand here. Because I wanna let go. The reason when I'm here, I'm always grabbing one foot with one hand. Because if I don't, he can get up and leave. He can posture up. So I want to sit here, I want to stay here. I'm doing something with the other arm, but I need to keep one hand and one foot always locked together. So if he tries to get up, he takes me with him. It doesn't work. He's not able to, because see from here, he's bent over. So he'd have to sit up his entire body weight and my entire body weight. So if I sit from here, I've gotten down, I've zombied over, my elbows here because I don't want him to get this arm back out. If I'm kind of lax, he's gonna fight over and he can still get an eye. He can get over for an eye gouge. But I want to zombie his arm up and over and keep it tight here to where his arm's stuck. From here, I'm gonna double back and I'm gonna grab here with this other hand here, bam. I'm gonna let go, I'm gonna kind of turn my body and now I'm in muddy waters. From here, I can do a vicious elbow. So this is where we talk about positioning. If I'm here, if he tries to go for an eye gouge, ow, I'm gonna turn my face, ow, that hurt. This will be very vicious. And then from there as well, let's say he does that, I shoot his hand over, he's like, it hurts. Then I can do it. So positioning is so important. It's so important on the ground. From here, as Eddie says, you can do the best elbows in the game. It's downward elbow. Very brutal. Or I can start going for the kill. So I'm gonna go backwards and kind of retrace steps, and then we'll go to the next part. Here, keep sitting high and dry. It's gonna be here, right? First thing I wanna do, I want to break his posture, so he can keep hitting me from here. Yet again, if at any point he swings, my knee's going up and go for the triangle easy every day. If he tries to grab with both hands hard, or eye gouge, I'm gonna grab the hands, shoot my leg up and over, come here, shoot my leg over, bam, go for the lock, go for the break, go for the bottom. So now its only option left is to keep his hands on the chest or to keep his hands on the bottom, on the mat, on the floor. But either way, I'm still gonna break his posture. Either I can pull him in, or I can sit up, grab, come to the floor. Now, as soon as I come to the floor, I'm gonna grab this foot and establish rubber guard. Next, I'm gonna zombie, I got this on the mat. If I don't, he can still punch, he can still posture, he can still frame. So, again, I'm gonna take this arm, around, up through his arm, up, bam, on the mat. Now it's locked, I'm pinned, I'm grabbing my own leg. He's not gonna be able to pull his arm out, done it. He can't pull his arm out. From here, I'm gonna double back. We can get into muddy waters. I'm gonna bring his hand, and it's like up, grab here. Now I can let go with this hand and this leg, because I got double back. If he gets up, I'm gonna go with him. He's not gonna be able to lift up my entire body weight from being leaned over. Right? Because he has to sit up and then get up. From here, now I can start throwing elbows. I'm in muddy waters. The initial reaction, when you start hitting something like this, here, or hitting here, I could just finish the fight here if I wanted to, really. I've got control of him. And he could try to stack or whatever, but yet again, it's gonna happen so fast that I'm already here. I'm hitting here. Let's say it doesn't work, or you're being nice and you're training with your partner. I got him. When I start hitting him, his reaction is his hand's gonna come up here to block his face. Right, because he's not wanting to hit. I'm hitting here, he's gonna block. When he does this, now I do two things. I want to set up an armbar now, but I have to establish positioning first. So I need to set up either a dead orchard or an invisible collar. So when he frames here, either here or if he doesn't, I want to do the same thing. I want to then place my right arm against his neck to frame it this way to push his head out of alignment. Because when I do this, now I'm pushing his head off center. I'm messing up his spine. I'm curving his spine to make it even harder for him to stand up, to get up, to sit up. So now it's gonna be virtually impossible. So when I do this, I'm here, I'm framing, I'm gonna grab his leg, and I'm gonna let go and come an invisible collar. So if you have shorter legs, this is gonna be your setup, invisible collar. From here, it's virtually impossible for him to hit me. I'm here, I've got it in, I'm squeezing my legs down, I'm grabbing my hand, I'm grabbing tight, this leg's here, I'm tight. This is how it's gonna look like on a person. From here, he can't hit me. And he only has one hand to try to do something. Either it's gonna be here, or it's gonna be here on the mat. But you see that from here, it's gonna be very awkward. He's not gonna reach me. It's gonna be very awkward and painful for him. From here, I'm pulling tight. And now, yet again, I can still start these elbows. I can still hit here. This is still wide open every other week. So from here, I can let go and start hitting. Notice I'm doubling back and start hitting to make him either A, just knock him out, B, I could go for his eye, or C, when I start hitting, he's gonna start blocking because it hurts. I mean, it's hurting. He's gonna try to block. When he does this, he gives me the arm bar. From this position, I'm already locked in. I'm going to grab his wrist. I'm gonna take my right leg. I'm gonna let go, and I'll come around his head like this. Now I can come in for the lock, here, and then bam, I have a tight arm bar that I can go in and bam. If this doesn't work, if it doesn't tap him out from here and he tries to get up, I can start rolling over to come for omoplata. I keep my legs tight, I'm rolling over, and now I'm rolling through it, and have my arm around him to try to counter him rolling through it. So I do it again. Okay, so start one, break his posture. Gotta get him down. Either A, I'm gonna attack with the triangle, attack his arms, or I get him down. So I'm gonna pull him. I can pull here, bam. I'm gonna shoot the leg up. Or here, I can sit up, hook the neck, bring down, catch, bam. One. Step two, I gotta get this arm up. I gotta get this arm out of the way. He can hit me, he can do something. I'm gonna come under, zombie out, in tight. Bam. Three, I'm gonna double back. I need to get this hand free so I can do something. So I'm gonna switch here, grab, now I can let go, I'm free. Now I can do elbows, like I'm just crazy. It's rain, or I can do hammer fist or hammer fist. At his neck, at his face, at his temple, whatever. I can even go for the eye if I wanted to. Now, naturally it's gonna bring his hand up. And that's when I throw a shoot through, I hit a few times to then go for the either invisible collar or the dead orchard. I want to get a setup or position first before I attack this arm. But it's I could very easily end the fight from these elbows, from hitting him, and just take his eye out. I can do that. But for this video, I'm showing here, I hit a few times, and now I want to transition to invisible collar or dead orchard. So invisible collar again, I'm from here, zombie, double back, arms in. Now I'm going to frame across his face, grab his foot, let go, cross high. Grabbing here allows me to have a high guard. keeping all his weight on his head. As well, his hands here, I'm pushing against his neck. I'm messing his spine up. I'm getting it off straight. So now it's much harder for him. And now he's in a very tight spot. The second option from here, I could do a dead orchard, one of my favorite ones. Instead of doing this, I can come over and cross my leg like a triangle. The dead orchard is a triangle with both shoulders in. But from this position, you see, he's stuck. He's in a tight spot. If his arm's here, or not, it's tight. So, to show dead orchard, I'm here. I've been hit once or twice just because I frame, I grab, I come across, and now I'm here. I'm walking tight. Now, I'm in the same position, so you do invisible collar or dead orchard, depending on what you like and what you want to go from there. And I'll show different stuff to do from that. Here, my hands here, I'm framing my arm. Now, I can hit, this arm comes up, I grab the arm, bring the leg over, and then, bam, I go for the lock. If this doesn't work, he's strong, whatever, if I have this arm, I can attack it with an omoplata. I'm going to grab it, I'm going to roll my legs over, around, bam. I'm going to sit up with this arm still locked. I'm grabbing his arm. And now I'm going to have it, and I'm going to roll forward. This is going to dislocate his shoulder. He's rolling forward. I'm grabbing his back so he can't roll with me. And I'm going to stand up and crank. If this doesn't work, well now I have his back. I can start leaning, I can start punching, and I can go on stuff. I can actually take his back or get mounts if I wanted to as well. So, we would brace, and then we'll go on something different now. So bam, break his posture, right? Sit up, grab the snap triple guard here, zombie here, double back, and now elbow. So all this happens very, very fast. It happens instantly. In a second, I have him already in my spider web. He's done. Here, I can hit. I hit a few times, and then set up invisible collar and dead orchard. From invisible collar, he cannot hit me. It's done. He can virtually, his arm's trapped, he can't do anything. And you see from here, he can't even, he can't bite me. Since my forearm's really pushing against his neck, maybe the face or neck, but usually the neck. From there, he can't really get a bite. And if he does, from here, I go on that elbow, or still hit with this arm, but I'm keeping sure if I hit with this other arm, I don't want this arm to get in the mix. So I can maybe hit once and come back. I can play, if he tries, I gotta keep his arm down, so he can't do anything. But my mainly thing, I'm gonna be hitting with this arm, This is like the best elbow spot in the game. From here, I go for the arm bar like I showed. From invisible collar, I can go for the arm bar. Or I can go for another omoplata. From here, and when attacking this arm, I can leg up and I can start. Really, if you're not flexible, it's gonna be a little hard, but either way, it's fine. From here, I'm gonna cup my hand and I'm gonna bend the leg in front of his face. That way here, I can start rolling. You can see how tight it is. It's very, very tight. Arm lock. I'm here, I'm sitting up, I'm grabbing him, and now I'm bringing my hips up and forward as much as I can to dislocate the shoulder. Yet again, if it doesn't work, then I can still go out and take his back. I'm still here, I'm still punching. I could go for get my hooks in and all this stuff too, and now I'm good. But see, I'm in a better position now because when I'm in the struggle guard, I can go for the kill, but I'm on the bottom. So again. So, step one, break his posture. So see, I skip step because I'm doing more advanced now. If his hands are here, I can just swim in anyway. I can swim in, tap, and out. I've already zombied his arm and broken his posture at the same time. Bam, I'm getting right here. Then my back, I'm turning over. I hit, now. I'm already in invisible collar. He's already tied up. He's already done. From here, I can go for that omoplata, going over, bam. I can go for that arm bar. I hit. If this is MMA or Jiu-Jitsu, I can't hit him, then I can either push here or I can keep my arm up here and I can walk his arm around. I can do whatever I have to do to get his arm in front, getting his elbow more in front of my leg. From here, now, right here, invisible collar, or I'm in dead orchard, if it work, I can bring up, bam, bam. All right. Let's say, also if I'm in invisible collar, I can go for more of a go-go plata, which is here. Yet again, I can bring my hand up here. Yet again, this will be a bigger person, bigger. I can bring my foot in front of his face. Very annoying, very painful. And I can grab my foot and start peeling. It's here. Very mean, very annoying. Let's go. Let's say if I had dead orchard is my personal favorite go-to. Here. Here. It's that quick. It's even quicker. It's this fast. It's not slow. But I want to go over it so you can see the motions. From here. Yet again, elbow. Gives me the arm. Bam, arm bar. Here, where I get bam, I can still double back and come from the Google plata as well, or the omoplata. From here, I can do like an Americana omoplata mix. I'm sorry, I can go for a Americana omoplata mix. From here, I can come in, get a good Kimura grip, and start reaching this way as well. I can do a lot of things, but to correct it, yet again, I do Kimura, not Americana, Kimura. I'm here, I'm gonna take my arm in, here, grab my wrist, moving 34, and now I'm cranking. At the same time, I could do this all in motion to attack the elbow, to attack the shoulder, all in motion. So that's just a few things to try to show that from this you can go for the kill. So real quick, I'm gonna redo a few things, just do them again, and I'm gonna do a little faster so you can see in real time what it's gonna look like. Here, so I'm here, man, and up here, brings the arm up, so I'm hitting him, that bam, arm bar, here, hitting him, up here, bam, 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 pull out, and now providing a heel here. Another thing to kind of show from here, right here. Let's say from here again, I gotta break his posture, break in here, zombie here, go back here, frame. I can be an invisible collar. From here, I can still throw up a triangle if I wanted to, if he gives me it. If he tries to swing with his arm a lot, I can still do that. I'm still grabbing here. I can still come here, bring my knee in. Once it's in, it's over. I got him. Now I push his arm back, bring over, bam, 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 and now I'm here. I jump over here. I go for the choke. I go from here, and now I've got him. So there's a lot of things you can do from the rubber guard. The whole point of the rubber guard is to be able to get somebody in your tight guard. He can't run away and go for the kill. You saw that with this movement, there are a lot of things I could do. There's a lot of things I can do. I can attack, I can elbow, I can gouge, I can choke, I can armbar. That's the whole point, is that Eddie Bravo, yet again, he made a system where if you're on your back, you're able to go for the kill. That even works in MMA. He made the system to work in MMA. Because yet again, when I get these good spots, he can't punch me. We'll go back real quick. Yeah. So again, here. Here, he can't punch me. He can't touch my face. Or, the collar, he can't touch my face. And he can't bite, he can't out-gouge, he can't do whatever he wants. He's stuck. He's stuck right here. I have a high guard, I'm pushing down. His face is in his arm. Last thing, if you wanted to do something, yet again, I got the best elbows in the game here. And then now, I can start setting up for stuff. If I hit here, it brings the arm up. I can pop here, and bam, I come over, and I can roll this way as well. Then, we have a dead trip. There's just so many things you can do. But the whole point is position. The whole point is that I have to go from this is called mission control. It's like classic rubber guard. I'm here, and counters on the ground. Now I go for my attack. But the steps are important. Because for one, if I don't get his arm down, he can defend, he can do something, he can eye gouge. So I gotta get his arm on the mat. Two, I have to double back. So now it gets me this elbow. It's a nice, beautiful elbow. And then I can start framing against the neck. When I frame against the neck, it's gonna be very hard for him to stand up. So I get this elbow. Now, he can start going this arm right away. He can start, oh, that hurts. Now I can go under, grab for the dead orchard or invisible collar. And now, oops. And now, grab this arm, attack this arm, and go from here. So yet again, I'll show you in real time what it would look like if I do on somebody. When I do it on people, what it more looks like. Honestly, this is a dummy, but this still represents the body, the human body, and the speed at which you're gonna do this. So you can kind of see, the whole point is to break his posture, get him in your tight guard, and then get in invisible collar or dead orchard. That way he's down, he's trapped, and he cannot hit you. From there, you can develop your own game plan of how to go around that, how to do stuff. But the point is that from this rubber guard, I can quickly subdue him, control him, and get him in a spot where he can't touch me. He can't touch my face. He can't bite me if he wanted to. Then from there I can hit, I can attack at will, or I can go for an armbar, omoplata, triangle, whatever. Or continue with the arm bars, continue with the hits, and just take them out that way. So we're gonna end the video like this. Oops. So I hope you learned a lot from this video. I try to be very in-depth, explaining the why and the how of more grappling, ground fighting, and rubber guard, so you can understand why you're doing it. Because if you just skip steps, you might be leaving an opening for your opponent to do. But I know you're gonna say, well, this is a dummy, and this is very easy, it's easy on the dummy, he's not hitting you. I've done it to guys that hit me in the face. And the truth is, when you do it, they're not able to hit you, and you can go for the kill. But obviously, you'll see videos where I do this on people. You'll see this, and I've done it. It works. But more importantly, you should practice first. Watch the video, understand it. Then practice the steps by yourself with a dummy or in the air. And then, once you feel confident enough by yourself, then get a partner you can trust and start just practicing with it, trying it out, right? Just try, get them in, tell them to just stay there. Get them in invisible collar and then tell them what can you do from here, right? It's not gonna do with anything. You can try to stack, but you still have control of his arms, he can't really hit you. And yet again, you're having a position to have control over him. That's like the biggest concept in ground fighting is control. Because when you're on the ground, positioning is everything. Because with positioning, you get leverage. So you need control of the person to then attack or to get away. So I want you to try it out, go slow, and if you like this video, please leave a like, I'm trying to get back up, the views and everything, and I'm trying to do a lot more content like this where I'm giving you a lot of free information to help you guys, to help you to get better. So if you like free stuff like this, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the like, and share this to somebody you want. If you want anyone that is martial art, share it to somebody, so that we can get this out there, so I can keep teaching more free stuff, so you don't have to pay $1,000 to learn the stuff that I think every martial artist should know this stuff. Lastly, if you want to learn from me personally or more stuff like this, the in-depth stuff I try to go over, stuff that actually works, that's tested, then I have a $10 course, $10 a month, that's it, anyone can afford it. I have that down in the description of this video. Down, if you click the title or something in the description, you'll see a link to my $10 a month course, full course and community, where you can learn from me, or you can just go to courses, whatever you want to do, it's up to you there. But that's all I have. That's it. It's only $10. We learn everything, and you can also work with me directly. So that is going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you got this far. Without the way, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, keep training, and peace. See you guys.